All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Open Mic Network. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. Binky, what's up, man? Let me make sure we're good to go on everything. We are live here on Twitch and on YouTube. Doing good, man. Doing good. How about you? All right, I think we are set and ready to go. All right, so I need to double check. The roster real quick. And make sure we've got everybody. I'm going to sim. I'm going to sim spring training. We're not going to play the spring training games because it's spring training. And I did turn off injuries for this just because I didn't want to have anything screwy happen during spring training. So let's see what we got here. Not just the pitchers in general. There's not a way to. Reese is on there. Cobb, I believe, is in the minors. Manning. Damn, everybody's in the minors. Yeah, I was gonna do the relocation, which I need to real quick. I need to. I meant to put something in the Discord and I didn't. I was going to do the relocated franchise, and I got to be honest. I've kind of this Tiger team has been a lot of fun so far, and I kind of want to play with them. So, and the fact that I have a hard enough time getting time to play the game anyway. All right, now it's posted in Discord. Let everybody know we're live. So for now, just because I don't want to keep waiting to start a franchise on here, I figure I'd rather dive into the Tigers and then. Plus, I was having trouble with um, downloading a stadium because I didn't want to take the time of going through the whole thing. Um, and I found one I liked, but I was having trouble getting it downloaded. I got a bunch of Nashville, which if we get a team, it's going to be the Nashville Stars is going to be the team name. Um, and I found some of the logos in the creation area, but I started kind of messing with trying to get it on the uniforms, and I didn't really have a lot of time to kind of dive into it, so Matheson. Man, this whole roster is not right. So let's go depth chart. Let me look at that. Starting five: Flaherty, Olson, Mize, and Job. Holton, Vest, Hannafy. Holton, there he is. Vest, Hannafy, he's there. That guy is there. Brisky is a closer, I believe. Yep, he's there. Canley's there. Hunter is there. Catchers. First base. Who are we missing? Torres, Keith, Ibanez. Those guys are all there. Outfield. Okay, well, I guess we're good. I guess that's everybody. Meadows, I know, is injured. But I'm not seeing anybody that we're missing. All right, we'll just go with that. Got to get a team to Carolina. Yeah, I'm going to put him in center field. I'm going to put him in center field. All right, let's see. All right, so I guess let's just go to regular season. Scooble. How do I swap? No, maybe a pitching rotation. There we go. All right, we want Flaherty in the second spot. Olson, Mize, then Job. Where's Job? Ah, they sent him to AAA. Move to MLB. Yes. Move to AAA. And then Job down here. Canley is my closer. All right. Let's look at our lineups. Yeah, it's been they've been a lot of fun. So we need him in center. Actually, let's look at. He'll be fine though. Let's pull up a box score. This thing is moving slow as shit. All right. Carpenter in the leadoff. Torres. Kinstry, Green. That's right. Torkelson, Sweeney. What do they have McKinstry at third? What is this? Right-hand pitching. Who do we have at short? Sweeney. Sweeney after Torkelson. Rogers. I think that'll work. You think Braves Tigers World Series? Maybe. It's possible. I think I got everything. Let's see. Keep Carpenter in the leadoff spot. Left hand. Keep him at second. Short. Kinstry at third, right? Isn't that what we had? We'll keep a Banez in there. All right, I'm good with that. All right, let's go down here. Oh, let me turn injuries back on. Where the hell was it at? Rules? Injuries. There we go. And let's save just because. We did lose our franchise last year, so I will try to upload to the cloud at the end of each stream. All right. We are on the road. Let's wear our regular roads. All right. You can manually injure people? I did not know that. There we go. All right. Sorry it took so long, everybody, but we'll jump right in here. Bink, have you been keeping up with the universe on YouTube? It's been getting good. And we got rain. Awesome.
It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we.
We don't need to see all this.
Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Yeah, that's fouled off.
We've got Survivor Series coming up. We had our last WCW show premiered today. And
he's not the first pitcher with dominant stuff the Rays have dealt. Blake Snell, David Price, and
got a little bit crazy.
Definitely come to mind, Boo.
And we had a
swing and a miss,
stupid. You guys did not watch the franchise last year. I've not played. I played a couple of Diamond Dynasty games, but I am an overly aggressive swinger. I think I actually have some sponsorships too. I need to make sure to set that after this game.
He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve.
What's up, King? How's it going?
Works in a two-seamer.
Ah, shit.
As he chases that one darting out of the zone.
I'm also using
foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Some different thumbstick by control freaks that I use only for baseball. Come on, get out of here. Nope. Finally, like, the rubber started coming off, so I had a pack of that's got like 3 different sizes. I'm trying the mid. I always use the big one, but I'm trying the mid one out here. Let's see how it goes. We're very swing happy, Bink.
To kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now, Zach McKinstry.
And I don't use the PCI. I got pretty good with it a couple years ago, but then when I kind of quit playing baseball regularly, I go the old school, just button swing.
Swings through that one for strike.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly, or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Hit in the air. Edman in position. Makes the grab.
His beard power. I could have made that to third.
Here's Detroit's opening day lineup, and Singy, this team took a big step forward last year.
Yeah, especially after the All-Star break, Boo.
Come on, Riley.
600 winning percentage down the stretch. Shocked the Astros in the wild
Oh, come on.
And took the Guardians to the brink in the ALDS. It was their
there we go.
Season in almost a decade. So we'll see if they can build on that this year.
If you are just joining us, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Do not adjust your phones, tablets, computers, or TVs. I am live. It's been a while.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
It's not baseball skill, it's the beard. Could be. Go Riley.
Base is empty with 2 away. Spencer Torkelson up now.
Torkelson, great bounce back year so far this year.
And that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs.
I know last year he got sent down to AAA for a while, and
swing and a ball driven out to center, back there, and that one is gone.
There we go. It's a good way to start the season. Nick, what's going on, buddy?
Back-to-back homers. That's his 50th career homer. And And they tack one on the board. It's
the Yankee facial hair curse. But I think we'll do a couple days a week of the franchise. It's just I've been so busy with the universe on YouTube. My plan is
fired up right now, Boog. I mean,
Sunday nights I'm probably going to do.
I'd
like to try out Indiana Jones. I've been saying it and it hasn't happened, but tonight it was easier just to hop on here and play, get the franchise going here.
2 out, space is empty. And up next for
I am playing this on veteran too because I have not played in a while, but we may need to bump it up because
and first offering is fouled off.
we're already 2 home runs here in the first inning. Aaron Judge probably would be better with a beard. It's just I've played a few Diamond Dynasty games because I've only had this
And
a few
foul
weeks.
ball. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one just misses. Now 1-2.
There we go.
Good pitch there.
That's about the most patient pitch I'll take all day.
Just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The shortstop takes the ball.
But I do feel bad because I haven't been on here, and so I do want to make an effort to try to
Swing and a miss.
Ah.
Curveball in the dirt. Smith
be on here more
gathers
frequently.
That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in.
The franchise, the universe has just been keeping me busy.
And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Outside.
I also do the old school pitching too. If you guys,
Off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but
I hate
home
pitching
field
from
defensively, don't give away
the broadcast
extra
camera.
outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
Line drive. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
A late
So much
start
for
was the
a no-hitter to
difference in
start
play.
the season.
It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
I think what I'm going to do,
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate.
I've got
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything. He
SmackDown,
does.
the Go Home SmackDown
Baseball.
before
He
Survivor
did it all.
Series. I've
Won
got it
World
recorded
Series,
and
winning
edited.
titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else.
I'm going to do the voiceover for it tomorrow, and it'll drop on Tuesday. Thursday is
And a foul ball.
because I'm uploading every other day. Thursday will be
At the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
the This Week in the Open Mic Universe episode, which is basically a compilation of all 4
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
shows for the week. And then I haven't decided if I'm going to do Survivor Series on Saturday, drop it on Saturday,
In there for a strike. 0-2.
Quickly down 0-2
or if I'm
now.
going to
I think
wait
you
and
get
have it
checked
come
up
out
a
on
bit, spread
Monday.
out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch
But
is
once we get into December,
Fouled off. And they'll do
the
it
December
again.
pay-per-view is still Starrcade. Get him to-
Strike 3.
There we
and
go.
that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving the leadoff single.
But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread out and do a few Saturday nights main events
He just needs one more out.
throughout the year.
Here's Muncy. That funky Muncy.
And
Hard hit left side.
for that, it'll
And
just
that'll
be
close out.
exclusively WWE. And then I'm going to do some
They trail it here 3-0.
Clash of the Champions, which will be just exclusively WCW. So I'll do a few of those each year for each brand. And since those won't really affect the universe,
And now catcher
really,
comes up to him. Jake
Um,
Rogers.
I will probably live stream those.
Comes up empty as he chases that one.
And
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the
I talked about it in one of the videos, the open mic, kind of the Taboo
That's been a
Tuesday,
real issue, and you look at the first
Cyber Sunday, the open mic mania that we did a couple years ago,
Carl Dixon doing
where everybody
the
voted
behind the
on
plate.
And Boog, I'm
the
not
stipulations,
sure
opponents,
sort of
things like
sits
that.
Higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the
Somebody
high
had left a
strike.
comment in the video like, man, that would be a lot of fun.
Because
So
most
that one will probably be
players are
one we would
swinging
definitely
pitches
do
up
live
there,
too.
But we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
But it's one of those things where,
Now, ready and deals. Fought
because
off foul.
not streaming it,
I wouldn't throw him another.
obviously I have total control on what is going to happen,
Elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
which is, you know, I mean, it was fun the way I was doing it before.
Cuts and
I knew
misses.
that shit
It's
was
a
going to be a strikeout.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider.
Seeing a truth. I'm looking forward to that one.
You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late
I mean,
break
I know
just eats you up every time.
Truth has been
Stepping in, Colt
a comedy act
to the right side.
in
And
WWE,
Gold
but
Glover makes the play. Steps
he is a
out
former
first.
two-time NWA World Champion. He was legit when he was in TNA.
Now it's Javier Baez.
All right, Javi.
Swinging a ground ball.
Leg it out.
He sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of
But
it.
especially what I've got going now with
Second. It's
the new
Tigers
bloodline
3
and stuff,
the
like, there's some cool
Dodgers
shit coming up the road. There's some cool shit on the WCW side too that I've got planned. That's going to be
World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodgers.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
LA winning their second title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog. And that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance. Had the
I haven't
best
brought
record
him
in
into
league,
the
all
universe
finished
yet.
off with the World Series.
I do have a few guys.
That one misses. And that's ball
I mean, there's
one.
been a few
Last
that I have.
season for the Dodgers was
I've
all
still
about
yet to add
Shohei,
that have
but
been in the game
World
for a couple
Series
years.
belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball
But-
to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover generations.
Ah, damn.
And now the real challenge for the Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago.
There's still a few things that I think they need to fix.
That K is his third of the game.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still
I
catches
still
your
think-
attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch.
And I don't know if this has been a problem for anybody else, but like,
Just into the late break.
the referee this year has been in bad spots a lot
To the
during
plate
matches.
is Will Smith. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
And I don't remember it being that big of an issue.
One out, base is empty.
in years
Smith
past.
Matched a homer in his last game. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
See if we can catch him here.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, come on. Drops are active on here if you guys have not got your drops for the weekend.
Got him swinging.
There we go. Just make sure your Twitch account is linked with
2 down, bases empty.
San Diego Studios.
Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
And I think if you click on the little tab in the chat, it will walk you through what to do.
Liner,
Another one.
base
Damn.
hit. And that gives Tommy Edman a chance to hit with 2 out.
I haven't had that issue, Nick, with the manager
Here's a
cutscenes.
switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
I have had some random.
There's a strike.
Ooh.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground.
What do you call it? Rival actions kind of happen.
Pulls it down. And
randomly.
that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full.
Because I still
It's
got the
Tigers
Judgment
3,
Day
and the Dodgers
in my
nothing.
universe, but it's only Finn and Priest.
Back here at Chavez Ravine, and now the right field.
And I had a match with
Carpenter.
Finn.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on track.
And I didn't have Priest as a manager, but at one point during the match,
A little bit of length in this one.
Swing and a high fly
he
ball
comes
was
out.
struck.
and doesn't.
Against the wall,
Oh, damn.
and brings it in.
Yeah, like a run in, but he didn't do anything.
Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down.
You can do. See, the one thing, if you watch how I've been doing promos in mine, I've done them a little bit differently. Popped it up.
Territory behind the plate.
And I'm having to like record it a couple different times because I'm using different promo things to like do one promo. But yeah, no, what Priest did is he came out, basically walked down to the ring, distracted the opponent for a second, and then left.
Because of what he contributes defensively, Chris,
which was kind of weird.
Preventing runs from being scored. This guy is a big.
And I feel like it happened one other time with somebody else.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
That missed by a lot. Ball 2.
The hitting's going to come around.
If you guys are just joining us, we've got 9 people here on Twitch, 6 over on YouTube. Welcome in. Don't be shy, guys. Hop in the chat, say hi. Tell me why the Tigers are your favorite team.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that is
and on the YouTube side, if you guys are normally here on the channel for the wrestling content, we're doing something. We're doing an open mic night here. We're going to do a few of these a week, playing a little bit of baseball and some other stuff too.
Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
I know, man, and you get the pleasure of getting to watch them every day. You're a Brewers fan. Come on, man. Jump on the bandwagon. I keep seeing maybe the Pistons might.
That one finds the corner.
Maybe one of the teams that could be
right on the black. I mean, over and over
trying to put together an offer for Giannis.
Those spots, they're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Oh, that's right. You don't you don't get the Bally. Which Bally's terrible. We've got Bally down here in Tennessee. That's our regional sports network. It's god awful. And obviously for the Braves, but we actually get the Braves Bally feeds here. We also get the Reds.
Even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And first offering is fouled off. Freeman bats left, throws right, hitting leadoff in today's game. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
Yeah, but I think it's still. Don't they still use the Bally?
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes.
Name, or is it all under FanDuel? There we go.
Just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to
6 strikeout.
drive the ball that way,
Might not get the no hitter, but
just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in
Google's still working on a
just not able to put the bat on the ball.
2 out, spaces empty.
shutout here.
Next offering is down low.
Yeah, but Fox, as much as it sucked that they're out and Bally bought it, Fox was smart because they sold that shit for a lot of money. And Bally bought into it thinking that those regional networks were more valuable than they were.
Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still down 3-0.
But, I mean, good for them. They made a hell of a deal, but
as we go to the top of the 4th, here's Riley Green.
they have. Damn, I didn't even have to swing at that. They've done some serious damage.
Could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Pitch misses.
Yeah, we can be patient from time to time. I don't have to swing at everything.
Swing and a
Pop that one
up.
up. Damn it.
Territory for the catcher. And there's one down.
Well, and then, too, like, you can get it as a streaming service, but it's like $20 a month. Even if you have the channel in your TV package, it's still like an extra $20, which,
and first offering is fouled.
if I knew I could buy like the Detroit Valley or Detroit FanDuel for $20, I would probably do it to get
this one popped up.
To get the Tiger games, even though it probably in the end be cheaper just to get the MLB.
Puts the squeeze on that one. That's out number 2.
Whatever it's called, MLB at bat or MLB whatever.
Here's the shortstop at the plate.
Which I have had.
He's over 1.
When I've gotten it.
Foul ball.
Like one year, I think, like around Memorial Day, they had it for like $25 for the rest of the year or something like that.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No ball, 2 strikes.
With T-Mobile, which I could listen to the games on the Sirius app. I just don't ever think about it. And I don't know if it works on the phone. I think it has to. It may have to be just in the car, which is stupid. It used to not be like that, but.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. On the ground to the left. And that's
foul ball.
Just foul. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
It's cheaper in some ways, in other ways, not really. If you think about everything you've got to,
foul ball still.
Which I mean, we still have cable.
Now one miss.
Which here it's Xfinity down here. But we've got like the mega 400, 500 channels, whatever it is.
Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count.
And we literally watch like just a handful of channels.
You feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss.
Damn.
Now with the strikeout. Tigers leave 1, but they lead it 3-0.
But we had, when my wife and I first got married, before the cord cutting thing was cool and everybody was doing it,
ready to go.
We dropped
and now here's the
just to the internet, and then we had Netflix and all that other stuff before everybody else was doing it. And you don't really realize how much you don't really miss not having all those channels. But the thing that always sucked was
you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one.
We'd miss out on so much sports stuff.
And it's 1 and 2.
And then now with even more shit being on cable, whether it's the NCAA basketball tournament, TBS, True TV, TNT, all the college football stuff, the playoff stuff, the bowls that are all just now. I mean, the bowls were always ESPN, but the major bowls would always be network TV.
In the 1960s, while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built, when the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine.
Feel bad for Orioles fans. Why do you feel bad for Orioles fans?
5 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in there for
They got one of the best
2 down, nobody on.
young lineups as far as like young stars in the league.
Just off the inside edge.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter.
They've been terrible this year, but
and that location will definitely do it.
You can't pin that all on the manager. What did the general manager do to address the pitching issues? Nothing. He still has a job. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't even know who the hell that guy was that was the manager. Apparently he was the interim with the Marlins at one point. He was a coach with the Cubs for a long time, but
Dodgers go down quietly.
I didn't know who the hell he was anyway.
3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far.
Actually, the last Orioles manager that I remember, I think it was Buck Showalter, which I'm guessing he was the one before this dude.
Back to work. Ground ball right side.
Out number 1.
In plenty of time to first, and a quick out number 1. The batter now, Javier Baez.
But they've got pieces. I mean, they'll be fine.
And it's fouled away.
You just got to hope if you're an Orioles fan, they don't waste.
In Major League Baseball, Javi Baez, I think, would have to be in the top 5. Right on the back of his neck is the Major League Baseball logo. So it's effectively right under the MLB logo that's on his cap. That one way outside, and it's 2-1.
Hold on. I see your message. It's going to take me a second to read it.
Next offering is fouled back.
We will be last in the league in walks, I can tell you that.
Swing and a miss, and he chases.
We might lead the league in strikeouts.
Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Yeah, but that's not really a GM. That's an ownership call. Because I don't know any GM in any sport that's not going to want to spend as much as they can. Because ultimately, it's not their money.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Tigers fail to make.
But that's more on ownership than GM. GM at fault for not addressing the pitching issue. But the wallet or purse, could be a woman owner. I don't know who the hell owns the Orioles. That falls on ownership.
There's a strike.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get any.
Sit down.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Pajes stands in now and watches strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Yeah, but you probably loved Charlie Morton when he was with the Braves.
Popped up. Keith. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy Edmonds.
2 down, base is empty. And here comes Tommy Edmonds.
I mean, sometimes going after the old pitcher can work to your advantage.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
2 outs. And that is out of play.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
All right, can we get him here? Nope.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swing, and he breaks
his come on.
Grabs it barehanded, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
All right, let's see if we can get something going on offense. Feels like it's been a while since we've had a runner on base.
And now it's going to be Gleyber Torres.
The designated hitter, Gleyber Torres.
That one drilled left.
Oh, right to him.
1 away. the Tigers, Zach McKinstry, 0 for 2 in this one. McKinstry measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. And first offering is fouled off.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play.
Oh, there you go.
Out to center field. That's well
That's
struck.
going to be out, though.
Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Riley Green. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boo, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
All right, come on.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
And there's a foul ball.
Just going to keep it high here, I guess.
Opening on here on opening day. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Hernandez.
Oh, out number 3.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing across here. 9-1 and 2.
I appreciate everybody being here tonight. I hope everybody is
It's the Tigers 3 and the Dodgers
enjoying this
back
opening
here
day
in LA. Miguel Rojas
here in LA. Good guys 3, bad guys nothing.
for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That one outside. 2-1.
So, Nick, do you think that Giannis ends up staying, or do you think that he's going to want out?
And that just misses.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with
Damn.
a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Fucking walked our
Missed
first
by
guy of the
much
year.
Right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Freeman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
You think he's staying?
Velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I mean, I think he should stay. I like that.
3 on the foul tip.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow.
But I do kind of think we're kind of out of the
halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
maybe not out of the superstars all going to the major markets.
That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the line.
Shit.
Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. Shohei Ohtani up to the
And hopefully these guys realize that's
swing and
one
a
of the things
foul
that's
back,
killing.
and that's out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Torkelson.
1
toss to second.
and 2.
First got him. Double play, and that'll do it.
Still got that guy over to third, though. Or no, shit, that was
We're in the 7th.
out number 3.
On the mound. Kirby Yates.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Torkelson. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there.
Come on.
We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
0-1. Just missed.
So, Nick, have you been keeping your universe going from before, or did you end up starting over since?
So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2.
You're not streaming.
Down to the dirt,
Damn.
swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, that slider
Guess
was
it's a good thing we had the
for me, it just
first
comes
inning
down
that we
to
had,
not
'cause
seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit
Not getting
anxious,
shit.
not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Yates, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Ball one there.
Yates,
The
what was he?
Dodgers
A
bullpen was
Ranger?
in action.
Wasn't that where he was
Anthony
before?
Fonda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia getting cranked up as well. The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. The shortstop takes the ball.
I'm gonna try to be smart here. Try.
Swing and a miss. Kirby Yates with the strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Rogers lays off down low as he
For some reason, it has that we're playing MLB 18. You're not playing MLB 18.
2 down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off.
There it goes. Come on. Give me something to hit.
And a swing and a miss there.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that would have been a strike regardless.
Fastball is outside.
Oh, we might get our first walk, and maybe only walk of the season. All right, let's be smart.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I think he's going to go outside.
Got him swinging.
Ah,
for a
fuck.
strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Back here at Chavez Ravine, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter. Max
Probably ought to
Muncy.
pull
That one
Scooble.
close, ruled a ball.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield.
And that chance handled. Glove flip to
And
second.
first.
Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature.
You kind of like that they keep
Also
guys
have to have
warm.
a really good
Where you don't have
glove
to,
throw it in that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike
Nice.
at 95.
Tired or not, he's
All right.
relentless with the way he pitches.
Tarek,
He
if
might
you
be
get us
exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
out of this inning,
Really
we
good take
will
right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane. And
send you to the clubhouse.
The Tigers leading by 3. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
He pitches is he? Yeah, no shit, he's getting tired. Thanks for the tip.
Fastball right back to the
There we go.
mound. Handles, throws to first. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alex Vesia getting ready to make his season debut. Keith up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
second baseman.
Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Andy Abanya.
Let's get a righty out there.
In the air, out towards
Only for him to pop up.
center.
Pop out.
Edman hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting center fielder Javier Baez.
Here's Baez.
Come on, Javi.
And first offering is fouled off.
Get on base for us.
The pitch. And there's a ball.
All right. 1 and 2. There you go.
And that's a base hit out into center field.
Feels like it's been innings
That one into center.
since we've gotten somebody on base.
Now batting right fielder
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a
One
ground
out.
out, and a strikeout. And a foul ball. Baez stands at first with 1 out. Snap throw to first. Baez back in safely. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Damn. Very early.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and the runner holds. Here's Gleyber Torres, 1 for 3.
Come on, Torres.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Tap foul at the plate.
Damn.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Look, we've got a better piece of that one.
Stays alive. Blows the high heat past him.
Nope.
That's a strikeout.
Kind of looking a little bare out there in Dodger Stadium. Yeah, we just popped an achievement. Use the fan cam to take a look around the stadium.
Back here at Dodger
Nice.
Stadium, bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Bo Brisky.
For Detroit, number 4, Bo Brisky.
All right, bullpen. Don't let us down. Oh, hell, I didn't want to. Throw any warm-up pitches.
Fastball for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in. They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
That misses the zone. And a count 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that's downstairs. 2-2.
Come on.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory.
Oh.
And that will drop foul. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Damn.
So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit. Tommy Edman at the plate. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Nobody out. Runner at first.
About a strikeout here. Nope. Got a piece of it. Damn.
Next pitch is outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got him on that one. All right, one out.
Miguel Rojas will hit next.
Maybe we can get him to
And it's 0-1.
0-1.
get into a double play.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Hit on the ground might be two. Torkelson to second. Double play. They can't seem to
32
break
speed's
through.
not going to beat it down the line.
No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Ninth inning coming. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Banda.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Feels like every pitcher we faced has been in for the first time this year. They played 2 games already in that Japan series.
Gets a piece.
Guessing their starters just chewed up a lot of innings.
This one in the air. Rojas.
Drop
And
it.
he makes the catch. And there's one down. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. He's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Let's go, Riley.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Edman makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Here comes Torque to the plate. Banda, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and
Fucking
a
pop-up.
Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that.
All right, let's close this one out.
Bottom of the ninth. There's Freddie Freeman now. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Tommy Canley. A chance at his first save of the year. Late swing, foul to the left.
He's been pretty good, too.
Next offering is fouled back. And he grounds one to the right side.
I feel like I've got more Tigers on my fantasy team this year than I ever do.
Freeman is retired.
But they're all contributing, so.
He's 2 outs away. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Mookie, a Nashville native.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The Dodgers trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9.
All right, Tommy, one more out. You get the save.
Down on strikes.
Fortunately, you've got to face
Anxious right there, and understand
Shohei.
1-2 count. You feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
is just one strike away. Lays out, buddy.
Oh, come on, come on, come on.
On the first.
Got him.
And the Tigers use 3 pitchers to combine
All right.
for the shutout.
Start the year off 1-0.
Nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't
probably
as comfortable as what you've been
come up with a
used
better
to. The mound
celebration
doesn't
than
look
that, maybe.
straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
A shutout in this one, 3-0, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire...
Oh, that's right. You gain XP for Diamond Dynasty. I forgot. All right, let's go ahead and save. We'll upload to the cloud. Go old school. Those are my favorite. Tigers away. Stick with those. What are their World Series gold? I didn't even notice if they wore those in the last one. Flaherty. Who's their right-hander? All right, I'm good with that. Hope everybody's doing good. Thank you for being here tonight. Don't be shy whether you're on YouTube or on Twitch. Hop in the chat, say hi, let us know
Hello and welcome.
where
Thanks
you're
for
watching
joining
from,
us.
especially if it's your first time
Baseball on MLB
here to one of
The
our
Show.
streams. If you are
It's
watching
the
on
Tigers
Twitch, you
taking on
can
the Los Angeles Dodgers.
get drops if you play Diamond Dynasty.
First pitch coming your way next.
I don't know if it works like that on YouTube. I don't think.
About to get started here. And towing the slab in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, a very
All right.
solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. He gets there with the slide.
Good stop.
And they get the out. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup.
Terrence is watching from his bathtub.
In their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases,
You can watch
but
him
they
live
left
on
runners on
OnlyFans.
base. Couldn't cash in their chances,
Link is in the
Chris.
link is in his description.
Nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job.
How's it going, Terrence? Are you excited for the Western Conference Finals?
What's your plan
Your
going to be?
T-Wolves?
Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs. Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel nearly
Got to be honest, could really care less about the NBA playoffs, but
One down, base is empty. Got him looking.
ooh.
Out number 2.
But I would not mind seeing the Wolves
He was hitless in 4 at bats
win it all.
yesterday. That one
Especially
foul
for
off.
you. Your Gophers never going to win anything. With the I'm trying to think of the word dynasty that's taking place
On the ground,
out of Ford Field, your Vikings not going to win anything.
on the bag, and
Twins not going to win anything with the Tigers resurgence. So
the Dodgers coming up, and we are
we'll let you have the NBA this year.
The show.
I know it's been a while. We're going to do these.
Here comes Freddie
I'm
Freeman.
going to do
up
the
here.
franchise streams a couple days a week. And I've got
Swing
basketball
and a
started
fly
back
ball
last
right
week.
field.
We had 3 days of spring practice.
Nabs it, and there's one down.
Oh, that's right. The Wild. Are they still in it or no? I have no idea what's going on
Roberts lineup for the Los
in the
Angeles
NHL.
Dodgers. And a big
The Stars, I saw that they won
great
yesterday.
track record, Mookie Betts.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy.
Choked.
I want to play
Okay,
with the game
my
on the
bad.
line. I mean, he's just so
I should have read your
special in
message better. They
situations.
choked.
The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow
But
everything
we've
down
got
when
3
they
days
get
of
into
spring
that
practice this
situation.
week.
They come to a plate with a plan. They've studied the pitcher, and they just seem
Off
to execute a lot
next
more than
week.
the
We've got
average
nothing
guy.
next
I
week.
think that's part of what makes him so special.
That one finds the zone, and it's
And
0-2.
then the first week of June, for that 3 weeks, we've got
Ball 1.
3 weeks of team camp.
1-2.
And we're last year. I mean, I missed most of it last year because
That one the other way. Takes it in.
we
for
had
the
my
out.
mom with us for like 3 months.
2 outs, space is empty.
But
here's Shohei Ohtani. No
We
hits in
didn't
the
travel
shot
anywhere
yesterday
last year.
afternoon.
This year, we're actually
Inside, just missed. 2 outs, space is
taking our
empty.
guys, taking the varsity guys to some
Next
colleges
offer,
this
he's
summer.
in for a strike.
So I will be on the road a good bit of June.
And that's in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early.
But it's
It
all
was
going to
right
be
down Main Street.
day
Probably
trips,
not
which is
gonna
going to
see a
suck.
better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third out of
Vegas.
the inning. Dodgers down.
And suck in the standpoint of, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd much rather be sleeping in my own bed than in a hotel or something like that. But we're going to be doing like leave early in the morning, go play our shit, and then drive back.
In the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So,
But I was going to do
quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not
probably
gonna
take
get
like
those
the White
opportunities.
Sox, move them to Nashville, do a relocation dynasty franchise, whatever it's called.
Ball 2.
And the Tigers are just playing. They're a lot of fun right now, so I kind of want to play with those guys. But I also had some trouble getting.
Swung on.
There we go. Second homer of the year. Stay fair.
Back some more. And that one is out of here. He hammers
Getting
one
a
out to
stadium
right.
that I like
It's
downloaded.
1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
And I wanted to get a franchise going, so we'll do the Tigers. Hopefully we don't lose our
That home run
franchise like we did
certainly
last
worthy
year.
of another look with Statcast, huh, Singy?
When our
I mean, that ball screamed.
franchise save got corrupted.
Absolutely. I mean, we only
I'm going to learn my lesson. We're going to upload it to the cloud.
Around 116 miles per hour, and the
So I think
best
last
we
year we got
see
through
in a
like the first
season
2
is
months of the
somewhere in
season,
high
or almost
teens,
2
and
months.
Every couple of years, somebody breaks 120 off the bat, but that's extremely rare.
And here is Spencer Torkelson.
Last game, Riley hit a 2-run homer. Next at bat, Spencer hit a homer, so let's see if we can follow suit here.
And a foul ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start.
And once we get the summer rolling, I do want to try.
Here's a swing and a drive.
You got to be kidding me! Back-to-back games, back-to-back homers for Riley and Torkelson.
And they add a run. It's
Mystic
2-0.
Mike strikes again.
He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see, as StatCast gives us the full picture.
You'll ever see.
Yeah,
Wow.
projected more than 480 feet on its way over the fence, and I don't think we could watch this replay enough, Boog. I mean, just incredible. That was a swing that we're not going to soon.
Terrence, when's your next stream going to be?
Trey Sweeney in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
No strike.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
And that one hammered. Conforto giving chase.
He missed it.
Gets over the fence, so it's an automatic double. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
I like it.
In the air, center field. Outman should have this one.
You should be able to get him.
He makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Go, 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 go. Slide. There we go.
Third with one out.
You need to, man. Hold on. There we go. If you'd like to give our guy Terrence a follow, and if you want, because I can't, it'll be too hard for me to do. If you want, put your link to your YouTube channel on there as well.
From third. There's a few ways he can get it done, but his best chance is to drive one in the air. Look for the right pitch up and then smoke it.
But yeah, try some. Or, like, hell.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Muncy tosses
We got him in.
across the first. There for the out.
Use, I'm using Restream to
And now it's
go to both at the same time.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far.
There you go. Give him a follow on YouTube. Subscribe.
And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
It's not follow.
The air, fairly deep to right field.
But we're still waiting for that next episode of the Montana Grizz. I've been waiting like 7 months.
Ball was working. It's now 3-0.
I don't know what happens. I don't know what happened. Where did the Grizz go?
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. Swings through that.
A 3-0 lead.
Would they make a bowl? Could they crack the college football playoff?
Keep attacking hitters. Try to cruise through this ball game.
And that's in for a strike. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Nobody
Luke,
cares who
Joey
these
Mack,
umpires are.
Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I know you've been going, you went back to school, you're going to school.
Does that play in your
Will that take a break for the summer, or will you go through the summer as
I
well?
think it pushes the
Woo,
strike zone
sit down.
a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you
Not
like
today,
that. You
Max.
wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Here's Mookie now, and there's a strike. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one's in there.
Like done? The program, you'll be finished with the whole program?
A little bit low.
Oof. Don't think we're going to get Flaherty as deep into the game as Scooble did, but
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in L.A., and here is Kerry Carpenter.
Well, he's back out here.
he's still hitless on the season. We got to get Kerry on base.
Looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Nice curveball for a strike.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung in.
This one swung.
Oh, come on.
Well, way back there. Out of here.
Gone. Third homer of the game.
And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them.
Have you started looking at potential places to start applying? Or is that something that they help you with? Like kind of help you get placed somewhere?
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Torres now the box comes up empty with a swing there.
Finger got a little heavy there on the swing.
1-1.
Well, compared to the first game, at least we know we can actually score some runs after the first inning, which is good.
Glaber gets a piece, 1 and 2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, and it beats him for the first out after the drop 3rd strike. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Foul ball there. McKinstry hitting 3rd in the lineup. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at 3rd.
Actually picked up McKinstry last week.
That missed inside.
On my fantasy team. My second baseman got hurt. The good thing with him is he's kind of a Swiss Army knife. He can play like multiple positions in the infield, outfield.
Takes it himself for the out. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Probably won't make it once our guy comes back, but
here's a high fly ball out to center. Outman under it. He's got it, and that'll do it.
Which I feel like we're loaded at shortstop.
Their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major
Got
League
Abrams,
Baseball on the
Bichette, and the dude from the Yankees.
Back here at Chavez Ravine.
Which I'd like to try to make a trade with somebody.
To the plate.
Hold on, let's delete this. Help you set up your resume, do test interviews, do an apprenticeship. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You're quick on the trigger, man. Thanks, Terrence. Yeah, doing something like that or like an internship of some kind. I mean, it does suck because a lot of times those are unpaid, but that it is one of those things that I do think help. My degree's in TV production, video production, and we had to do an internship, and I got pretty lucky. The production company that I did my internship with, they would have like I remember the first day I got there, they gave me like, most of what they did was like music stuff, which is the bulk of what happens here. So a lot of music videos, a lot of
ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Live music programs and stuff. But this company actually, like back in the 80s and the 90s, they were the ones that did all of the Ernest movies. If you guys remember the Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Scared Stupid. No, I let them do it. This is the most baseball I've played in over a year, so we're letting them we're letting the AI do a little work.
Was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at bat alive.
But yeah, like they had a list like the first day of like, take out the trash, do all that shit.
He just having a hard time catching up.
I did that stuff the very first day, and they never had me do any of that crap ever again, which was nice. Now there were other interns there at the time that
swings through that one.
They weren't so lucky, but I mean, I actually, while the internship wasn't paid, they did hire me for jobs, which was good.
Good pitch for the strikeout.
Experience in some companies. Okay. Oh, we're winning a World Series, King Prather. It's happening.
Takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
But like any of the videos that they did, any of the productions that they had, like they would hire, I would get hired to do those. I would get paid for those.
And a swing and a miss.
We would, anytime I had to go to any of the record labels or anything for anything, they would pay me mileage for that. So I did,
Back here at Dodger Stadium.
And again, like
Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, Spencer Torkelson. In the air, right field.
It led to a lot of jobs. There was
Conforto makes the grab on the run.
And it's one thing I kind of regret because I did this internship the summer before my last year.
And now Trey doubled his first.
They had a live music show that they used to do from
swing and a ground ball
the Bluebird Cafe, which is like a famous
so they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Bar live music place here in Nashville. And they would do like a, where they would have like, and I don't even remember what network it was on, but they had a producer who got pregnant and was not going to be able to do. She was able to start the season with the first couple episodes.
That's a frustrating into the at bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle.
And I regret not just saying, because the job would have been mine, but I wanted to finish school, wanted to graduate, and the girl that they hired to do it was not ready for
getting that first hit at the big league level.
Not ready for that job, but
Bunting, and it's right
you
in
know,
front of the plate. He's safe. Odd with a bunt single.
she ended up, you know, eventually kind of growing into the position and stuff.
Up to the dish.
So I should have just either tried to work it around my school schedule or just taken that next semester off.
Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw. Save.
But it does help. It, you know, it helps you make connections, which did help me when I got out of school.
That's strike two.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Man at second. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground.
And then
on to Torkelson. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
it went from all entertainment stuff to pretty much all sports stuff, which the entertainment gigs are much better.
One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. Rip back to
Oh,
the mound,
shit.
and that got him.
Took that off the
Still
face.
able to get it there in time.
He might be hurt.
Still a tough play, but they do get out number two.
Took a nasty shot to the head on the previous play. He's feeling a little groggy. It's not believed the player has suffered a concussion, but will need to be removed from the game. All right. So I'm guessing. Let's go with a lefty. He's got 67 stamina. Stamina. If I could speak and read.
After the injury.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
But I'm happy for you, Terrence. I'm glad
Swinging a foul straight back.
you found something that.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Carpenter snags it. And we're back, and there's a new arm on the mound.
We've got some new people that have joined us here on Twitch and on YouTube. Welcome in, guys and girls, or whatever you may be. Don't be shy. Hop in the chat and say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. Terrence is watching from his bathtub.
Baez at the plate and takes high there.
You can see that content live on his OnlyFans.
It's been fun getting a chance to see him go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early.
Oh, come on, Javi.
Before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And there's one away. So up next, Kerry Carpenter. He's already homered here in this one.
You guys have been keeping up with our
And first off,
WWE Universe on YouTube. What does everybody think so far? We're ramping up for Survivor Series. It'll be here probably in about a week. We had Thunder drop today. We've got SmackDown coming on Tuesday. This week in the Open Mic Universe episode, which is our compilation of all 4 of the week's shows. That'll be coming out on Thursday. Work comes in 6 hours. That's going to be a quick 6 hours.
Base is empty. Here is Gleyber Torres. 0 for 2 in this one.
But Survivor Series will either be
Swing and a miss.
out on YouTube either Saturday or Monday. I haven't decided yet.
Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That's true.
That one not close.
No rest for the weary.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2.
Got a piece of that. That's how you're able to do these marathon streams.
On the ground, out to short.
Out number 3.
Throws across the diamond, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, but they lead it 4-0.
All right. We have
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Really a game and a half and have not given up a run, so.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about
nothing else, pitching has been good.
From this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Even though we did just lose our number 2 starter.
Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Throw on to Torkelson, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that is out of play.
Doing a dash cam stream.
Strike two. So the Dodgers are going to have to try.
All right, King Prather. Have a good night. If you, hold on. Let me give you a shout out real quick while I got it paused. You guys check out our guy, King Prather. He is a variety streamer, plays some baseball, plays some WWE. And he is doing a
one down, base is empty.
A stream while he is at work tomorrow. So join him on his journey on his work day.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but
appreciate you being here. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a good Monday tomorrow.
Back up the middle for a knock.
Conforto batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Now a screamer into the outfield. Baez.
There you go, Javi.
It for the second out.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Out and in the box with two gone.
Sped up a little bit. I wanted to try to get through 3 games tonight.
Out to short. Throw on to Torkelson.
There we go.
That's out number 3.
On to the 6th.
They're down 4-0. Back here in L.A., down to third baseman, Zach McKinstry. Yates, in his
anything's better than jury duty.
37
Anything.
years young. And he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Yates back to work. Fastball for a strike.
It's never jury duty for anything cool.
Activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave.
And the shit that would be probably cool to be on the jury duty for, it's probably something you don't want to do because you're going to be
slider clips the corner.
Locked in for a long time.
What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that.
That's not a bad thing.
A chance to hit.
For your $5 or $25, whatever they pay you, and a
that one almost got him.
Ham sandwich.
Ball 2.
What's a good pitch there?
2-2.
Really had some run and finished a little up
Let's go,
and
Zach.
just on the
Be
edge.
patient.
And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's way high. And now it's 3-2.
Could we find a way to... We've been in this spot before, and I got impatient and swung.
And that's went back to the slider, and it was a good
That's the one I
idea.
shouldn't have swung at. Or I should have swung at.
From an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the...
Sounds good, King Prather. Thank you for being here, you guys. Be sure to give him a follow and join him tomorrow.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
For his IRL work stream from work. Then come back when he's playing some baseball or wrestling.
And first offering is fouled off.
All right. You got another one in you, Riley?
One down, base is empty. That's towards center.
Nope.
Outman moving under this one. Makes the grab for the second out. So digging in, Spencer Torkelson.
Pretty nice mullet he had out there in center field. All right, come on, Spence.
Swings and misses.
Oof.
0-1.
No ball.
2
One
down,
strike.
nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Outside low, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him.
I think after what we
Elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there.
Kirby pitched that last game too, you think he would
Next pitch is outside.
be a lot more exhausted than he seems to be.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
All right, do we roll the dice and not swing, or do we swing? I think this is going to be outside.
Fouls that off to the left, and
Nope.
we'll do it again.
Man,
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that.
just a little bit too early on that
Breaking
one.
ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Let's go, Spencer.
It's softly on the ground to third. Whips it across. He's out. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there. Top of
All right,
the and welcome back to the ballpark.
bottom of the
Freeman
6th.
will come up to hit. In the air, right side. Carpenter sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Kim in the box again. Takes a strike.
0-1.
Just
no.
missed.
Oh, man.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
So we can catch him here.
And that's outside. And the count is 2-2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Nope.
Swing and a miss.
Got him there, though.
He's down on strikes. Now 2 out. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. That one off the mark. Ball 1. Towards first. Oh, great stop.
Stop,
and
Torque.
Very nicely done for the out. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher.
guess
on
we're
the
just gonna
mound.
stick with him.
Alex Vesia.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Says Sweeney's 2 for 2 on the day. I don't.
Out towards right center field.
Ah, they're gonna get
Gets
there.
under it, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Colt Heath.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Well struck right.
There you go, Colt.
And that one hops the wall.
Oh,
Safely into second. He's got a double.
probably could have made it to
Everything
third,
came
but
together for him. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared
Didn't
it
wanna
up
take a
about
chance
as well
there.
as you could possibly ask.
Next to hit, Dylan Dingler. And there's a foul ball. Runner at second here, one gone. Ripped to third and caught. Well behind the
double
run.
play. Son of a bitch.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
I may try to run
Check swing, called strike.
Herder the rest of the way here. We'll see how he does, how he holds up.
And that one off the outside edge.
Really good take.
Going into the 8th and the 9th.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there.
Strikeouts is that.
What, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Mookie to hit. On the ground to third. Throws to first. And Betts is gone.
Now batting left fielder, Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And it's fouled away. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Not sure if he could be in more.
Definitely think when we do these going forward, I want to try to start a little bit earlier.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
I would have started a little bit earlier tonight, but
welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
our son was having a little bit of a
He's making his
meltdown at bedtime.
Out to center, Outman.
Drop.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. That one pushed foul. I play off to the left. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
But I know we've not been very consistent with the live streaming.
Just missed.
So I do appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Miss or called strike 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
One down, base is empty. Popped up. Betts settles underneath it.
I do miss hanging out with you guys here.
Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Although,
Now batting
the way we do the universe now,
Gleyber Torres.
I do like a lot better.
Here's
But
Gleyber Torres, 0 for 3 with 2
Doing this,
strikeouts and a ground out.
hanging out with you guys here live.
And a sweeper misses. Swing and a fly ball in the
Out
air
number
out
3.
towards right center field. Kim hauls it in to end the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's the catcher, Will Smith.
We're going to go,
And first offering is fouled off.
what time is it? Right at midnight here, Central Time. We're going to go one more after this one.
Ground ball, Torkelson. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting
And here is Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
There's the strike at the knees.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Tell you what, I got to switch out
Here's the center fielder, James Outman.
my
Singing, you gotta appreciate a guy.
battery pack real quick. Give me just a second, guys.
Track ball to the outfield. It is beautiful.
All right. Meant to do it before the start of the stream, and
Factor into his ability to go get it.
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
he's going to be good going through the 9th.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
There's one guy
So I
that
think
I
we're
can
gonna
think about, Boog. who started as a third baseman. Alex
We are going to ride it out.
became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in
Unless he gets into
left
trouble.
Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
All right.
And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. Trinan back to work. Swinging a foul out of play.
Damn.
He swings and fouls one off. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Whips it to first.
Right to the second
Now
baseman.
one gone in the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green. Tap foul at the plate. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Ground ball up the middle. Bats up with it. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Almost ran it out.
Right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball
All right,
down,
Spencer.
Nice ground out.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Line drive, and this
Go.
might be trouble.
Get at least a double out of this.
Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double.
Way too slow to try to go 3 with him.
He was all over that one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Sweeney stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And the sweeper is off the plate.
If you want to walk us, we'll take it.
Swing and a ground ball, and that
On home, Torque.
Center field. Coming around third is Torkelson. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0. So 2 down. And next up for the Tigers, Colt Keith. 1 for 3.
Did a double last time.
And first offering is fouled off. Sweeney off of first with 2 away. Trinan, 36 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
All right,
Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom 9, and now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
I'm going to try to stick with him. We got a 5-run lead. We can keep those bullpen arms fresh.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Damn.
Gets a piece.
These foul balls aren't helping.
This one in the air.
That's out number 1.
And there's 1 down. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's in there. Strike 1.
Still throwing hot, low 90s on his fastball.
That's a little bit
Ooh.
low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
All right.
Shohei Ohtani.
One more, Herder. Or Huter.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one drifts inside. Next pitch misses inside.
Damn.
And a count 2-1. They're down to their final strike. Herter is just one strike away.
Oh, shit.
Field, that's back there.
That's gone.
Back, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. It's 5-1. That was blast.
Did not realize that was Otani.
No doubt off the bat.
Here's Max Muncy. Swings through that one out in front that time.
See if we can get him here.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him, and
there we go.
The ball game.
Sometimes it
Did give up that ninth inning home run, but
come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their family.
didn't matter in the end. Means I need to does it show who's on the 40-man roster? We got to go Manning, I guess. Although we do have Cobb already. We'll just move Cobb over. Save. We'll go one more tonight. I am going to take a quick restroom break and grab a water real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. Stick with us. We will see if we can go 3-0 on the night. All right, I am back. If you want to thank everybody, whether you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, thanks for being here, hanging out with us tonight. Just a regular home. Okay, well, we'll wear the old school. We'll wear those. But if you guys that are watching on the Twitch side, here's a link to the YouTube channel where if you like our content that we do over there is WWE. We've got a universe mode over there. New episode, actually, the latest episode came out today. So check it out. We've got a pay-per-view coming up in about a week, Survivor Series. Always a big show every year in our universe.
From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now it's the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Fouled off to the right.
See if we can get Kerry going here.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Outside. Sasaki, a big part of the storyline for us today. He's making his debut and hoping to.
And whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, if you'd like a link to the Discord, I'll be happy to put that in the chat. Just let me know.
Fastball is outside.
At this point, it doesn't matter if you're a first rounder or an undrafted free agent. All that matters once you reach this level is producing. Can you help your team get better? It's a big question. That said, you don't want to put too much pressure on your debut. I hope he's taking time to enjoy this experience today.
All right, how about starting the game off with a walk here? Nope.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground.
Nope.
Corrals it. One down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times.
Oh, come on, drop.
Like
nope.
A half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
2 outs, base is empty. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
Hitless on the year.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out.
Oh, that was horrible.
Of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Tigers fail to make any noise, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here in L.A. and on the hill, Reese Olson.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA.
Actually, just picked up Reese on my fantasy team.
You've got to have people round things out.
We'll say that I am happy that the stream has been good on the YouTube side. I know when we did the WrestleMania post-show one of the nights,
defense, it has a place on every ball club.
I think it was the first night. It was god-awful.
Freddie Freeman leading things off and takes a strike. Freeman hits it in the air. And there's one away. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one lifted in the air center field. Baez makes the play. And there are two down. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
The only guy who's gotten a run on us in 2 games.
That's off the inside corner. And it's 1-0. Ohtani launched a homer in his most recent game. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Throw on to Torkelson, and that is the inning.
All right, 1 inning down.
Second inning set to go.
All right, first at bat.
Riley Green.
Game 1 and Game 2, Riley Green has hit a home run. Can he do it 3 games in a row? Let's find out.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I mean, hell, even I won't swing at that one.
Hit in the air, right field.
No. Streak is broken.
Sit away for the out. And there's one down.
Torkelson, his first at bat, Game 1 and Game 2.
Spencer Torkelson digs in now. Homered last
Home
night.
run.
Added another hit as well.
Come on, Torque.
That one fouled off. No score here in the second.
That was the one, too. Way too late on that.
Ferguson behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
And foul ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Out number 3.
Up, Kim brings it in for the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down. For
All right, we got a defensive battle on our hands.
No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Here comes Max Muncy. Little chopper rolls foul. Olsen ready to fire now. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Sharp grounder that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Swinging a foul straight back.
What's up, Terry? Not that I know of.
Muncy gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
My wife is telling everybody that that we are related.
Not many players can.
Not that I know of. But it's possible.
And the American League.
The shortstop takes a ball.
How have you been?
The adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up.
Sundays, I think, are going to be Indiana Jones nights, but tonight I just couldn't get.
Right where you want it.
And that one one is lifted in the air.
Couldn't get it going.
Hauls it in for the out. One away.
I saw you've been playing Far Cry. So you all finished with Indiana Jones?
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 6 in the series so far. In there for strike one.
It's always
0-1.
finished it. How was it?
And that one is inside ball one.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
It's always good having you as my live action cheat code.
Will Smith. And that misses. And that's ball one. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That one to first, and that's a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2.
2-2.
Couldn't get him to chase.
Fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take.
Okay, once you know what you're doing.
Makes it so
Was the ending? Was it a satisfying ending? There we go.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on now to the.
Is it one that's going to be
We're tied, 0-0.
a long play, or is it kind of a quick game? I mean, I imagine there's probably a lot of, like,
Here we go, top of the third, scoreless
if you want to
game.
collect all the
Now the
things or
catcher
do all the
comes up to
things,
Jake
obviously the
Rogers.
game will be.
Sasaki back to work. Out in front
Ooh.
and foul to the left side.
Well, these Tigers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically.
We don't
talking
need
about
your
the first
commentary,
pitch. These
Mr.
guys are
Announcer.
swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Off the mark there. 2-1. Got the
Damn.
too soon at strike 2.
Come on, Jake.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Popped up.
And we popped it up.
Freeman
Mm.
hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's the second baseman, Colt Keith. That one down the line, but that rolls foul.
We'll take it.
Next offering upstairs. Top of the third, no score. Swing.
Oh, damn.
1 and 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and at that same
Oh, it's
time,
one of those
that
games.
splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Struck him out.
Oh, that was a bad call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced.
Challenge
He
it?
headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's all.
Do we not have the ability? I guess not.
Always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So here's Baez now. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is
Okay, so that last one they call a strike. This one they call a ball. I guess he made up for it there. There we go, Javi. Stay fair. Stay fair. Ah, foul ball.
Well, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too
9.9 feet
just gonna travel a hair more.
from the pole.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tigers are... Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
What?
In the 8th spot in today's
These
lineup.
umpires have been drinking.
First-round pick back in 2014. Just missed.
That's in. Ball.
Shit. Set it right here.
There's a strike. And now 3-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Keep all the small cog gears you find. You'll need 50 of them to finish the game. All right. Well, hopefully when we play it, you'll be here with us and make sure we don't do anything stupid.
On the ground right side.
All that work he did, and he grounded out to second.
One up, one down. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In there, and it's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Gets a piece.
Damn.
And stays alive. One out, base is empty. Foul ball still 0-2. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks.
Take a seat, James.
So the lineup flips over. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Ripped on a line. Baez makes
Right
the
to him.
grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. He's 0 for 1. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
I mean, out of our star players, Kerry's the one guy who hasn't really got going to start the year.
No. Ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in.
One hit.
Just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat. Back to the dugout.
Hernandez makes the grab, 1 away. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. That's outside, and it's 1-0.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract.
I know based on some of the calls this ump has made,
Isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt
you could
you
see
with
why the
pitches you
crowd
wouldn't
would be
expect him to
booing,
swing
but
at.
come on. Come on.
And a foul ball.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
2-1 now. Drilled in the air out towards right center.
Out number 2.
Sizing this one up. He's got it. 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
McKinstry in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Probably the best one.
This
we
ump
have
is
seen.
everywhere.
Where he wanted to have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Foul ball there.
God, that was terrible.
Strikeout. Down in order, go
I deserve a strikeout for that
and
one.
we are still shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. That could be a dangerous.
Outside of that homer we gave up in the last game,
because as a hitter,
we've only had one runner, and of course, it was Ohtani. Double play. We've only had one base runner get past second base.
Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Green ranging back.
Nope.
Reaching for it. The catch.
Good job.
Ready now for the fifth inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter.
What's up, Cheese? How's it going? Come on, Riley.
Fouled off. He was
a little too late on that one.
Well, these Tigers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Surprised they didn't call that a strike, the way they've been all over the place.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Damn.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Popped up, middle of the diamond. Kim. And out number
Just
one.
can't get going this game.
And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing.
There we go. Finally got on base.
So a man aboard now with one away.
I think that's our first hit. It is. Damn.
So up next, Trey Sweeney. 0 for 1 so far. And that one fouled off.
Oh, right to him.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So 2 down now.
Jake had a nice foul ball that
First time up
would have been a homer if it would have been more.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. Up the middle.
And out, number 3.
First on the run. On the money. Nice play.
Almost.
Tigers leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how
Guys, check out our guy. I like cheese. Variety streamer, plays a lot of sports games, plays some baseball. Check him out if you're not already following him. Appreciate him stopping by tonight.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look.
I know for those of you watching on YouTube, you'll see it pop up on the screen, but
Wow, short work to send it.
you can hop over to Twitch and give him a follow.
All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive.
Oh, that's out of here.
To right center, way back there. Look out, gone.
This is one of those games that
And the Dodgers have the lead.
one-run lead could be
One swing to square it up.
all they need.
Aggressive, and it paid off.
Gotten on base once.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0-2 now. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And takes low for ball 1. A swing and a miss. And
Take that.
Strike 1.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
All right, Reese, get us out of here.
Right side, Keith.
We'll take it.
The throw to first. That's the inning. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning.
We don't need to see the replay.
And welcome back.
We saw it the first time.
All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Colt Keith. Sasaki back to work. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Sasaki's the real deal. There we go. Good job, Colt.
Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Now batting.
Last time up, Javi was 9 feet from the foul pole. From a fair.
Outside low.
9 feet foul, I should say.
Ball 1.
1-0.
See if he's got a little juice in that bat.
That one is absolutely.
Oh, come on, come on.
That's back there.
There you go, Javi.
Gone. That should get the
And I love the troll with the wave.
2-1. The brighter the lights, the
There's
more
your
he
MLB
shines.
comeback player of the year right there.
For big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Hit a huge extra innings home run on Tuesday, I think.
Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Tigers, Red Sox. It was the TBS game.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. 0 for 2 in this one.
Crowd still chanting, throw it back.
Swing and a foul.
Woo, Kerry's feeling it too.
Can be tough to bounce back after big home runs.
Every
but
game we've hit
on
back-to-back
the way
homers,
out,
so.
You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And he's
Ah.
0-2 as he swings through it.
Too impatient.
Coming up, already giving up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Oh,
It's
Kerry's
been
going
a
to have to get
fun
some
game for us to
batting
watch.
practice in.
He's been pretty good going deep into this game, and that's always impressive for a guy getting his first start in the majors.
Yeah, pitchers love to work deep into games because they want to find their rhythm and then be able to repeat it over and over again. And you can't find your rhythm if your debut only lasts a few innings. So he's picking up valuable experience with each pitch he throws at this point. It's been a nice outing for him, Boog.
Swing and
Damn.
a miss. And it's 0-2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And they'll do it again. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Come on.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty.
Ah, that was stupid.
Smith gathers, throws in time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike. Zach McKinstry now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Up and in,
that's the
ball
ball.
1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this.
You're going to make him throw at least 4 this time.
I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in, and we're at the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is outside.
Come on.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Just misses.
Ooh.
And it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Actually said something nice about us. Should have let that one go. That'd have been a ball 4. He's tired. There we go.
Deep right field. That's back there.
That'll be his last pitch of the game.
And that one
His
is
first hit
out
of
here.
the season.
It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-1. He kept swinging, and
So for those of you that have stuck with us here,
He just kept taking his
this is our last game of the night, but it's starting to, bats are starting to heat up now.
Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well,
Yep, take him out.
here's Riley Green.
Number 43,
Strike one. Bonda, 31 years old,
No ball,
and he
one
was a
strike.
10th round pick back in 2012. Next offer in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Activity
Kirby again?
for the Dodgers.
Jesus.
Kirby Yates.
That dude a
Looks to be
day
ready
off.
For manager Dave Roberts. Caught
Ah.
looking for the K.
It's all right.
But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was
Boom.
working. Back here in
All right, I
LA,
want to try to get at
now the
least
center
one
fielder,
more inning out of
James
Reese here.
Outman. Fought
And
off
we'll look at
foul.
well, after scoring runs, this is where you're
Maybe
looking
going
for
to
that
the pin.
down inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Lifted in the air down the left side.
Go Riley, good
Brings
catch.
it in. And a quick out number 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Freeman up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. Ripped on a line to center. He's got
Out
it. There's
number
2
2.
away.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Kim stands in now and watches strike 1. Clips the corner. 0-2 now.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Try a sinker here. Oh, I got a piece of it.
Off the mark there. And now 2 balls
2-2.
and 2 strikes.
Didn't want to chase that one, Kim.
Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Damn.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
Got him that time.
So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Dodgers. New inning getting started. Now
Racking up
here
some
is
XP.
Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that one in the air center field. Outman settles under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One down. So digging in, Trey Sweeney. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Base is empty, one away. Here the top half of inning number 7. Out to short, Betts. Over to first, 2 down. And here's the catcher, Jake Rogers.
Come on, Jake. Looking for your first hit of the season, too. And stay fair. It will.
Forget it.
These few guys that we had that have not gotten a hit all year.
His first homer of the year, and they
making up for it with homers as their first hit.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now, Colt Keith. And first offering is fouled off. This to center field.
Oh, drop.
And
There you go.
Drops in. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane.
Got another one in you, Hobby?
And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
In the air, left side. Hernandez raging after.
They're going to get to it.
Makes the grab, and that is that. Tigers add 1 to the lead on this homer. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Let's see. Who do we want to go with here?
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Holton.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
No nerves. He's ready to roll.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Even though his first batter he's facing is Shohei, chased way outside on that one.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that
I'd like to show Dave Roberts.
To protect and battle. And right there,
Ooh.
clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
2 batters, 2 strikeouts.
Strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Sinker away.
Nope. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Nope.
The Dodgers trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Oh, got a piece of it right at the last second.
Out to short. To first,
ooh,
but it pulls him off the bag.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him. Just
Oscar did hit a homer earlier in the game.
Out to work with.
Next offering is in for a strike. Chases the fastball up the ladder,
that was
struck
nasty.
him out. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We look ahead to inning number 8. Tigers 4.
Let's see if we can maybe get another inning out of him.
Welcome back and a new arm of the mound to start the 8th.
All right, come on, Kerry.
This is his 3rd time out this year. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more.
This ball is hammered deep
Go
center.
Glaber.
Way back there, on its way, out of here. That one felt good, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And that's in for a strike.
Ooh.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking to strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one.
It's all right.
This is his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Foul ball.
Welcome in to those of you that are just joining us. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday night / Monday morning. If it's your first time here, don't be shy. Hop in the chat.
Perfectly for him right there. Solid swing.
Say hi. Let us know where you're watching from.
Everything really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Especially those of you that are watching on YouTube, you're probably here maybe because of the wrestling content. We're doing something a little different here tonight.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, no need to go right at this.
Be doing some Tigers franchise a few days a week.
Make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Swing and a ball hit
Drop,
out.
drop,
towards
drop,
center
drop, drop.
field.
Nope.
Makes the play, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. The batter now, Will Smith. Swing and a miss.
You guys on Twitch, if you got any drops from our stream, did you get anything good?
Next offering is in.
Normally, it's a basic show pack, so
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
don't normally get much out of them. But
Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
it's a bad call, but we'll take it.
That's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
The Tigers leading by 4 here, the bottom
Woo.
half of the 8th inning. Fans
Take that one,
another,
too.
And that's 3 straight strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul.
Come on,
back,
Tyler.
and
You
that's
just
out of
need
play.
one more out. And then we'll
That's a ball.
low,
Went
that's
with
a
the
ball.
sweeper.
pull you for the 9th inning.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just
All right.
cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Evan Phillips, ready to make his season debut. Sweeney, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Phillips, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And a 1-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Conforto hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting, catcher, Jake Rogers.
Here's the catcher, Jake.
Got a homer last time up.
He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Right
Ah.
for a strike. This to third, Muncy. Slings to first in time.
His slow ass ain't running that one out.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. And he takes a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And that is out of play. Two outs. High fly ball out towards left
There's
center.
that number 3.
And he
All
makes
right,
the catch.
one more half inning, and we will close this one out.
And we're back. So now it's Freddie Freeman. New pitcher for the Tigers, Will Vest.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Damn.
Close
His
pitch
calls have
there.
been so
He's kinda
inconsistent
wondering
this
where
game.
it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire.
About the first 2 games, it was.
something that pitchers and hitters
I mean, you'd have a bad
think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
call here and there, but for the most part, I thought it was pretty
There's one gone.
called pretty well. This one though has been god awful.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Belly threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field.
Out
He
number
makes
2.
the catch, and there's 2 down. So last chance for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani up to the
Last game, 2 outs,
First pitch misses.
bottom of the 9th.
The Dodgers
2 strikes,
by 4.
and Ohtani hit a home run.
Half of the 9th inning. Hit on the
We'll get on
ground
base
short,
here, though.
And that one finds its way through. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. That's in there. Strike 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Ohtani, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss.
Take a seat, buddy.
That is the ball game.
Oh, this is a nice sweep.
All right. 10 cogwheels to finish the cog puzzles. You're gonna have to remind me when we play it, because I will forget. Odd Sunday off. I kind of remember that now. All right, let's save this. not going to get us like they did last year. We are going to upload it to the cloud. Okay. So it is saved. Good. Let's go to... normally, if you guys have been in our... We've done these MLB streams in the past. What I do, I don't really play Diamond Dynasty very much. Not as much as I did, the last couple of years. I've just kind of gotten out of it. I'm kind of out of the whole Ultimate Team mode on all these games. But one thing that I do like to do is when like a new, which I don't even know what they call it now. Is it innings? I guess it's innings, right? So we are 18 days left. What I like to do is like all the packs that I accumulate, I'll usually do like once the inning ends, I'll do a big pack opening of all the stuff that I earned. I did open some packs at the beginning because I've only had the game maybe a couple weeks. I didn't get it when it first came out. So I did open a few to kind of get the team going, but I've started to rack up packs again. So we got 51 show packs, 4 ballin' packs, 2 jumbos, 4 Twitch packs, 3 headliners, and this scouting report. I'm going to open these 2 jumbos on this stream just to see if we get anything. And then, like I said, when this inning ends, whatever packs, unless it's something that's like specific, like I need the card in there or whatever, which I don't even know if they really do that this year. I kind of just let them collect. And I find, and it could just be a weird superstition that I have, but I found that if you open one pack or you open a couple packs, there's never going to be a diamond in there. But there have been some of these where I've done pack openings where it's been like 300 packs or, whatever. And when you're ripping a bunch at one time, for whatever reason, for me, it just feels like the diamonds just keep popping for whatever reason. Not necessarily like the highest end cards, but diamonds nonetheless. So let's see if I don't think you get any diamonds in these jumbo packs, but it does say chance to find Moonshot series, which that is one of the current programs going. So let's see if we get anything. $79. That's probably going to be the best we're going to pull. Hey, we got a gold. Christian Yelich. Nice. So I guess you can pull stuff out of this. I don't know what the moonshot items are that you can pull out of here, but all right, not bad. We'll open this last one. Started off with a gold. I like it. Getting a few Tigers that we don't have. And the one thing about franchise, you do rack up a little bit of XP, which is nice. Especially since I'm not spending a whole lot of time. In the Diamond Dynasty mode. So let's see what this is. I think it's a... Oh, damn. So 5 show packs. And a scouting report bat. So we are up to 56, basically 60 because these Twitch packs are essentially so there you have it. All right. Like I said, I'm not. The team isn't like. I'm using a lot of Tigers. But all right, let's see if anybody's on the Twitch side. What we'll do is we will say goodbye, good night to all you fine people that are watching us on YouTube. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, especially if you are a fan of wrestling or wrestling content. That's the videos that I upload. We've got a Universe series that I've got new episodes that come out every other day, so lots of content getting sent out over there. So hit that subscribe button. We'll be back on Tuesday night. We'll play some more, play at least the next series here in our Tigers franchise. Tuesday, there is a SmackDown that'll be released. The last show before Survivor Series. That's our next pay-per-view, PLE, that's coming up. SmackDown comes out on Tuesday. We've got another series called This Week in the Open Mic Universe. It's basically it's a compilation each week of all 4 of the TV episodes. My brand split is WWE and WCW. We don't do Raw. Raw and SmackDown are the shows for WWE, Nitro and Thunder for WCW. The 2 shows are completely separate. We do a draft every year. This is year 3 of the universe. It is carryover over 3, the last 3 WWE games. And the pay-per-views each month are co-branded shows, so there are half of it's WWE, half of it's WCW. But the 2 brands are separate outside of Survivor Series, which it's all WWE versus WCW matches. And then, obviously, Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank. It's half and half on those. So, but yeah, we'll be back Tuesday night for more Tigers, more of the Tigers franchise. I appreciate everybody on the YouTube side for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support. You've been awesome. I know I put a post up last week. We crossed the 100,000 view mark. And that's less than a year of me posting content on a regular basis. And at that point, it was only like maybe a video a week or something like that. So the growth has been incredible. And I appreciate you guys for supporting the content. And so, yeah, YouTube, you guys have a great night. We will see you back here on Tuesday for SmackDown and the Tigers franchise. You guys have a great Monday. Get out there, kick some ass this week, and have an awesome week.